Assalamu alaikum. Sulaiman Raheem here. Welcome. Let's slay some demons. We're going to talk about Ezekiel's will here. A brief presentation concerning that great will that Ezekiel saw, that Elijah Muhammad talked about, and we're going to discuss that a little bit. So, before we do that, mention a few things. We see what's going on around us. We see America racing towards war with a senile leader. That right there, if you understand pressure, will tell you everything. Because that's the best that this nation could produce. Whether you have a democracy or whatever, the laws of pressure are not abrogated. The best they have will come forward. And that is tell you the best America could produce. Under the strain, the stress and strain that America is exposed to. All the institutions are under extreme stress, and their reaction is very bad because they're crumbling. They're not holding up. All the institutions are tested, stress tested, and they're failing. Every one of them. There's not any exception. From medical to astronomical to electronic to government to education, you name it. Every aspect of society is under extreme stress, being stress tested, and is failing every test. And it's getting worse every day. And the leadership is, for a better word, intoxicated. They're stumbling around. America doesn't even like America anymore. They want to change everything. They don't understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to clean up shit. You can't clean up shit. Because that's why they keep saying, where's this stop? Where's this going to stop? We want to get rid of Washington, we get rid of Lincoln. Because it can't stop. If they're going to start cleaning, it's all got to go. If you start cleaning shit, there will be none left. And that's what the whole country's built off of. See? So they had a conflict, and it had to happen sooner or later. Because if you're going to try to teach your people, start teaching children mathematics, start teaching logic, and you want them, because if they want to continue in a mathematical vein, they have to start adapting logic. But logic will tell them this whole society is shit. It was based on, they try to justify it. Oh, well, this thing about Dr. Seuss, well, it was written, it was a man of his times. Well, Hitler was a man of his times too. Where it says in the Bible that, oh, it's okay to rape and murder, right, in certain times. See? You see, that they're trying to justify everything. Well, Jefferson and Washington, they were men of their times. So that means justified it. So there's a time you can do it and you still, you're okay. The consequence doesn't matter. They're trying to justify everything. Oh, America's founded off equality. America's founded off equality. Listen to what they be saying. America's founded on basic equality. Really? We're good people. We're the salvation of the world. Really? America's based on justice. Really? Founded on freedom. Really? And they pull out these demons, these house Negroes, to support that stuff. See, because when you got to understand, brothers and sisters, do not be deceived by this. The man carries the seed. If they're fathers with devils, they're devils. They may be black-faced devils, but they're still devils. They're gonna think like their parents. They may have some, or they may pick up some personality and everything from their mother, but their thought process, their heart is with their father, period. And you see that. But you're overwhelmed by it because it says we're plagued by demons. Because the angel tells half of the black people in America, that means 17 million, are demons. That means most of all that you know, especially in the media, all you know is demons because those are the only ones getting the master's house. Everyone in the master's house was master's children. I don't care how dark they were. So you just, that's how they deceive you because a lot of you go along with the crowd. See? A lot of you go along with the crowd. See? And so therefore, you see the crowd going, because when you look at TV, you think that's the crowd. You don't hear black folks talking about, those people talking about real issues. Everything they talk about favors massa. You don't hear the house Negroes talking about field issues. They talking about work harder. Be a good Negro for massa. Because they know if massa is eating pork chops, right, they get some ham. If massa moves up to hamburgers, right, see, then they can get the pork chops. You see, if massa moves up to steak, right, they can start getting, so every time massa moves up a level, they get a little better. It's like the dog eats better, the richer the master, the better the dog eats. If the master's poor, the dog eats scraps. If master get a little money, the dog starts eating dog food. If master gets rich, the dog starts eating hamburgers and steaks. But it's still a dog. Many of you understand this. But you keep going with peer pressure. 85%, you're going with peer pressure. And that's one of the things that this Ezekiel's will is implication. I'm not going to all the mathematics, the deep mathematics of it, but it's talking about will within wills. That's why it talks about in that context, because we're wills within wills. Your body are wills within wills, right? Your heart is a will, right? Within your liver and your lungs, they all work together, wills and wills. See, and the brain turns all the wheels. See, if one wheel mess up, it messes up all the other wheels. Right? A wheel, W-H-E-E-L. See? So right now, they got all our wheels turned in the wrong direction because we're a nation. We're not part of their nation. They keep telling you we're part. No, we're not. We're separate wheels that they have corrupted. But only one can exist. They have to either get rid of us or we get rid of them because they're both in conflict with each other. If you got two wheels, you put them in gears, and one trying to go one direction, one the other direction, they're going to stall. Right? Unless they're in sync. So they're going to stall. That means one of them have to stop the other one, get rid of the other one, so they can continue making progress, or vice versa. That's what wheels within wheels are talking about. You have to understand that. They don't want you to understand that. That's why they ultimately got to get rid of you. But with their wealth, they live off of us. They're parasites. That's another story. But it's wills and wills. It's our will, W-I-L-L, against their will. But see, they don't even like each other anymore. That's why they see, because the point is our will is starting to, okay, if one wheel starts moving a little more than the other one, it's going to start turning the other one. So with both wheels, they're in sync, but if one starts going the other way, right? And it gets more powerful, it's going to turn the other one against itself. That shows that the original nation is growing. It's not the demons that's doing this. It's the angel. That's what it's telling you. It's the angel breaking the seals because it's produced a pressure wave, a powerful pressure wave. Pressure, thoughts of pressure. It's what pressure is great there. So it's starting to turn theirs another way. So now they're going against each other because the wheel starts going against each other. So you got, but it's wheels within wheels. So some of the smaller wheels are going against the bigger wheel. So now I tell, well, America's no good. America is good. America's great. And America's not. They're going against each other because that's telling you that's going to it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger because their will is being broken. You have to understand the science, brothers and sisters, because if the angel is growing, right, it's going to start turning them against, because they had us turn against ourselves. But now we turn against their self. And now they're working against, so they're in conflict, fight with each other. No, we got to get rid of the statues. They ain't no good. No, we got to keep them. Doc Seuss is racist. No, it's not. See? They wouldn't think like this 30 years ago. How come all of a sudden think about it now? They want to change everything. See? We're all equal. See? Interracial marriage. Just because all this started, you go back before 1990 and see if you saw any of this going on back then. You didn't. Because their mind is being turned against themselves. Wheels within wheels. See? So America is hating itself now. We can just sit back and let it tear itself apart. But we want to sit back because we don't keep on growing, because the faster our wheels grow, the more they turn against themselves until they're destroyed. See? Because not only they turn against, the whole world's turned against them. Because a greater truth is there now. See? That powerful atom bomb exploded in 1990. See? Shock waves, powerful thought waves, pressure waves. Lower pressure always bows to higher pressure. So we have a higher pressure now. Angel right there, just by breaking the seals, tell you they were doomed. Because they couldn't do it, that means their thought process wasn't strong enough. If you go into the gym, you got weights over there that's 1,000 pounds, and just sitting there, and everybody comes to, nobody can touch it. Then some guy comes and start picking it up. Boom. Well, oh, you know damn well you can't mess that guy. Because, man, he can lift 1,000 pounds. We couldn't even move it. And what's Angel all about? Thought. So that means once you start uploading the Angel, that means your thought is greater than theirs. And thought is pressure. That means you start destroying them. Because the only way they can come at you is with thought, right? You got to get it down. Get your head out the weeds. Thought is what's happening. If somebody got a gun on you, the only way you can pull a trigger is with thought. They got these time bombs. It takes thought to trigger. It takes thought to make them. So if you got a greater thought, because it's just pressure. Understand pressure. So let's move on, brothers and sisters. No technical issue here. There you go. There you go. Okay, brothers and sisters, this is the angel key that some of you are familiar with, right? When you study Revelations, right? Angel, right? It talks about the four creatures, and the fifth one called the seven spirits. So that's angel key. You cannot unlock the scriptures unless you have the angel key, period. All the scriptures were under a veil or just outright locked. Daniel tells you that. It says that book will be sealed unto the end. Angel also says that. It says, Daniel says would be sealed to the end. So anyone's telling you about Daniel before the end, they don't know what the hell it meant. They're guessing. And as far as angel is concerned, it says only one person will be able to do it, and that'd be at the end. And anybody else just guessing. So that they don't know unless they broke the seals. And Elijah Muhammad never claimed to have broke the seals. Fraud never claimed he broke the seals. In fact, Fraud did not teach Elijah Muhammad from the Bible. He taught him from his lessons. He brought his own lessons from history. So they didn't know. So people thought, oh, no, prove it. Elijah Muhammad never claimed it. And he didn't, so that means he didn't know what the Bible was. He had the spirit. He had the right spirit because he had the lessons. And what he said, that's the spirit of it. But the actual letter, he doesn't know. He guessing. He don't know what these symbols mean. And he was wrong about every last one of them, because if he had been right about any part of it, that means he'd be the one that broke seal, because it says no one could break, even look at the book. That means not only could they not break the seal, they couldn't even understand anything about it. They couldn't even look at it. That's what it says. So that means if he got any part right, that means that prophecy had been wrong right there. He didn't get any of it right, but he got the spirit of it right. And we're not knocking him for that, because he worked what he had, and he did a good job, excellent job, perfect job. So if you got an issue with Elijah Muhammad, you got an issue with me. But he didn't know it. See? And he's John the Baptist. He said the one come after him. Oh, nobody come after him. And it's right there in Malachi. So don't argue with these clowns, because it's right there. They can say everything. Everybody comes. Oh, nobody's after Prophet Muhammad. Nobody's after Jesus. Nobody after Moses. Leave them clowns alone. Don't waste, because by the time you argue with them, right, you could have moved on to something else, talking to someone else. Don't waste time arguing with those clowns. Okay? Don't waste any time arguing with them. It says right in Malachi, it says the messenger of the covenant. It says messenger of the covenant. That means another messenger will come after him. It said will come to his temple. So you're going to dismiss that? And he's talking about the covenant. Who else? That's all I talk about is the covenant. Okay, so let's move on to this. This is what this key looks like. So I'm using it. We're going to show you that Ezekiel is the key. It's not the mother plane. Though some of this inspiration of the mother plane, the technology, is in there, but that's not the mother plane. They're talking about angel key. They're talking about from a different perspective. But it's still the angel key.
Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And this was their appearance, they had the likeness of a man. And every one had 4 faces, and every one had 4 wings. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides, and they 4 had their faces and their wings. Their wings were joined one to another, they turned not when they went every one straight forward. As for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man, and the face of a lion, on the right side, and they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side, they 4 also had the face of an eagle. Thus were their faces, and their wings were stretched upward, 2 wings of every one were joined one to another, and 2 covered their bodies.
Okay, you can study this at your leisure. I'm not going to go into detail here, because the whole idea is the angel is your mental gym. It qualifies you to go in the hereafter. We don't have any dummies or nothing like that in the hereafter. You have mathematical thinking, because once you think mathematically, then there's no disagreement. Because no one will argue with you. If someone argues with you about whether 5 plus 5 equals 10, you don't even waste time arguing. Just take the head, because you're doing them a favor. See, we get back onto the mathematical standard. So the angel is your mathematical gym. See, and just like gym, I provide the gym for you. But if I can do the exercise for you, what I'm just a show, right? You have to go and lift the weights. See, you're just gonna be a spectator. Just read it, then you're not gaining anything. You have to lift the weights. That's what makes you strong. That gets you into the hereafter. That qualifies you getting the name of the Lamb's Book of Life, to get into the hereafter, to be those the elect. See? The power. The everlasting kingdom. You'll be the foundation of everlasting kingdom. Just like they talk about the first God, they were talking about you. For the next 76 trillion years. We still remember the first God done with 76 trillion years ago. Remember him. So you talk about him. Know his name, Allah. And what he's done, we see what he put into motion. Now we're going back. They're going to be thinking about what you put into motion, because it's read a scripture. It's going to be, everything's going to be made new. New creation. Better than the first one that the first God did. This will be better. And you are the foundations of it. You're the ones going to make this happen. Like it was one in the beginning, it's millions on this, because that's the way it is, because God, just like you start out with one cell, right? When you're an egg, you start one cell. And then you come into billions and trillions of cells. But still start from that one cell. So that one cell is made, but still the same body. So it produced this body. You see, our nation, will within will, the original nation, the elect, that's the new body. That's the body that's it's growing into. The body's complete now. It took 76 trillion years to complete this body, to make this thing. So now you have the analytical, powerful, all the analytical, right? That's in fraud. Power. He's the most analytical God ever. Because all the gods before him, they was half and half, ambidextrous, analytical and spatial. But now you got two, one so technical. I mean, there's no match. You have to say he's no match. To have that build, that will he built, it's like it's a technical marvel. This world cannot even touch it. If they stayed a million years, they could never touch it. See? And then you got the spatial, right? The proof of that. So you got two proofs. You had two proofs at the end. The will and the angel. The will would prove that technical marvel of the technical God, and the angel would be the certification of the spatial God. Because no one could build that will but him, and no one could break that seal but him. Period. It talks about that. In Habakkuk, they talk, oh, well, once no, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's what it is. And those two gods love you, and they're your brothers. They ain't your tyrants. They're your brothers. Because in one body. One body. See, wills within wills. So anyway, this is what it's talking about. See, it says each one had four wings, had eyes before and behind them. Same story they tell you in the angel. Ezekiel, same story, right? So he had two hands, four wings and two hands. Hands the same place they are in the angel. So the wings touched each other. So I leave you to study it. I'm just laying out because you need to study it. I mean, if I just keep lifting the weights all the time, what does that do for you? See, my job is get you to start lifting. There it is. There's the will. Ezekiel's will. It's not the mother plane, but the mother plane does exist. It's a technical marvel. I talked about it in the past. I was thinking about talking about it a little more in depth, right? I think I might, right? Just give you a little, because since I'm talking about this, that will lead into that. But that is, so study it. Go out to study Ezekiel's will. That's what it is right there. It's the angel key again. Angel key is referenced in the Bible in many different ways. Jacob's ladder is also the angel key, because you had angels ascending and descending. Only ones ascending and descending, there was only certain ones that did that. See? That's Ezekiel's will right there. It says one was like a lion, right? He had four wings, two hands, right? One was like a calf. One was like the face of a man. And one was like a flying eagle. That's it. Same one. Angel key. See? Elijah Muhammad thought was the will. We have no problem with him thinking that. He thought it's in a way, but it's not. But that's not it. Because he couldn't know. See? He taught from the Bible as best he could. He got the spirit of it. If you listen to him, you got the spirit of it. You got the right spirit. That means because he was preparing you for this. Because you was going in reverse. He threw you into neutral. But you let Lion Farrakhan take you back in reverse again. Elijah took your head out of the freezer, right? Throw it out. And then you let Farrakhan throw you in the head in the microwave. He can't touch any of this. He's telling me he's going to the will. How he go to the will? I don't know what the will is. Tell me, his time is up. Yeah, his time is up. He's even telling you. He's telling you his time is up. 42 years, he's telling you his time is up. Look at him. He's pathetic. I mean, what would it take to wake you up? See, but some of you, I mean, that says Lazarus, he's dead. No, he says he's not dead, he's just asleep, but he really asleep, boy. Whoa, was Lazarus asleep? Boy, you sleep, boy. Whoa, rockabye, rockabye, rockabye. That's you're getting ready to rock, brothers and sisters. You're getting ready to be rocked. See, this planet is getting ready to be rocked. It's going to be shaking so hard, almost as hard as when the moon was blown away. That's what's going to take to wake you up. Because you guys, when God goes to sleep, well, they go to sleep hard. But when you wake up, ooh, ooh, the whole universe is going to shake. When you wake up, and you about to wake up, because that's what this world war is about. That's when you're going to wake up, brothers and sisters. When you wake up, whoa. See, so everything will change, twinkle of an eye. When you wake up, see, put in a deep, deep, deep sleep. But when you wake up, and you're about to wake up, but it's going to take an earth-shaking event to do it. But it's going to happen. See. Okay, that's it, brothers and sisters. Like I said, it's a short one. Short one. Just trying to explain to you Ezekiel's will. And I plan to do many more like this, just short ones, just going different at things, because right now we're so close. See? Because I've been displaying a lot of stuff, but now it's time for you to really start studying. See? So I think this is the best format for now. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. But this war, you pay attention. See, this war is on the horizon. And when it happens, everything will change. You see, look at all this stuff. I've been telling you stuff now, all of a sudden, why all of a sudden, he's going away after 42 years. Just what I've been talking about, right? That's a coincidence. See, coincidence, and all of a sudden, right? Everybody can see it. They could be a war to Iran. Just is all this stuff a coincidence? I've been talking about this for years. I've been talking about a lot. I mean, I've really been talking about it since I've been on social media, and for the last year, I've been really like bringing it home. You know, these other clowns talking about it. You got Silas talking this crazy. He's stupid as hell. He's a liar. Because if he was truthful, he would understand this. He'd be right behind this. See, but he's sucking your blood. He's living off of you. He has nothing. See, he didn't see COVID-19 coming. He said Farrakhan see nothing saw it. Now they're gonna try to tell you what's going on now. I told everybody, watch. Before you know it, they're gonna know all about it when they had no idea about it before it came. And I've been telling people about it. And they're gonna know about this war after it happens. See, now you start to say war. Oh, will war is coming. Okay, who is this war coming with? Where is it gonna be? How is it gonna yeah, all that information is not available because they have no idea. Because hell, Ray Charles can see there's a war coming. You can call on CNN for that. So he said he's in transformation. He's into building, but yet still this so-called web pass. He don't know what he's doing because the man, look, he's senile. The man's supposed to run his country senile, right? They're all holding on, trying to save Massa. Massa cannot be saved. You have to understand how pressure works, brothers and sisters. Start thinking like that. You think differently. Get the angel, upload that angel. Okay. Assalamu alaikum.